Hey, how's it going? Was just watching the Norman Maslov, aka Mazzy, video on his top 40 records from the 90s, and it sparked a bit of interest in me being grown up in the 90s and getting to experience his music as it was coming out, high school age and that sort of thing. So he had a good list, very good list. I had a couple where I was like, this one would have been cool to see too. So just going to go ahead and share with you 30 or so records from the 90s that I think are pretty cool. They're not rated in any special order, and this is just my take on awesome stuff that came out in a time that was pretty good for music, I think. And these are in no specific order. So we'll start with, this one's good. Matthew Sweet, Girlfriend. It's a fantastic record, one of my favorites. Super happy to have this one. Really great record, great guitar playing on it, great pop record. He did have on his Morphine Cure for Pain, which is obviously a great record. And then they just came out with these and just repressed, so I'm happy to finally have this one, Like Swimming. This is one of my favorite Morphine records. Bunch of great songs on that. If you're not hip to Morphine, definitely check them out. This one is a fantastic all-around record. Jeff Buckley, Grace. Great singer, great musician. This is an all-around killer record if you haven't heard it. And I have a lot of guitar-y type records in here because I'm a guitar guy. This one came out, Eric Johnson, Avia Musicom. Pretty groundbreaking, I think. Great guitar tone, and, just all around, it's awesome. He's great. Great hip-hop record, De La Soul, Balloon Mind State. These just came out on vinyl. A lot of fun. This group I wasn't super into the 90s, if I'm honest, but my brother was, and it wasn't until even only maybe 4 or 5 years ago that I actually kind of started to get it, and that's Dave Matthews Band, Under the Table and Dreaming. I like his new band. They're pretty good. This was, when this record came out, Buddy Guy, Damn Right I Got the Blues. This was played over and over by me and my friends. It was just a killer time for Buddy Guy. Another band, always fun, Cake, Prolonging the Magic. This one came out in the 90s, so I actually like one of their other records a little better, but it didn't come out in the 90s. So a lot of jam bands I was into in the 90s. That was kind of the thing I was into. So Blues Traveler is a favorite. This one's Travelers and Thieves. Not always picked out by the Blues Travelers fans, but I think it's the best. Everyone likes Four, which is great if you can find it. But a short-lived band from the 90s was Blind Melon. Short-lived because we lost Shannon Hoon, but this is quintessential 90s rock. They were fun live too, got to see them. This, the debut record from Bjork. She's got a lot of great stuff. Great singer, interesting, unique, artsy, but this one's always been kind of my favorite because this was, the initial that I heard from her. She was in the Sugar Cubes as well, and that stuff didn't really resonate with me, so, but that record for sure. And then this one got played so much, the Beastie Boys, Check Your Head, great record. And this, the Allman Brothers, Shades of Two Worlds. This was sort of a revival record for the brothers. this one, when I first heard it with Warren Haynes and Alan Woody, they just a new fire, a new everything, and everything beyond there was fantastic. I wasn't a super into grunge in the 90s because it was not what my thing was, but later on I started experiencing some music and Alice in Chains. This is a all-around great hard rock record, grunge, hard rock, whatever we're calling it. I limited these selections to what I actually have on vinyl, and Jar of Flies would have been my first pick, my favorite record of theirs, hands down, but I don't have it and can't afford it, even if I can find it. A Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, great hip-hop record. Who doesn't love Q-Tip? And then one of my favorites, 311. This is the blue record, they call it. Awesome. I have all of their records. This one I waited for and waited for. I think I waited 2 years for this album to come out. Much anticipated and did not disappoint at all for kind of shredder guitar nerds, and that was Steve Vai's Passion and Warfare. Awesome. Another great pop record, Third Eye Blind. Everyone knows Jumper and, you know, Semi-Charmed Life, big radio songs, but you throw on side 4, they give you all the feels. As my daughter says, it does not disappoint. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. First time I heard Smashing Pumpkins, I wasn't all that into it, and then I heard Hummer played really loudly on a stereo for the first time, and I was like, what is this? And this had just come out, and been a fan ever since. The Wallflowers, Bringing Down the Horse. Great record, great pop record, very vibey. Jacob Dylan. My records are falling, sorry. This one, Temple of the Dog. Again, another kind of grunge Seattle record, but it's got Chris Cornell, and he's one of my favorite singers. Amazing. This is a great record. Sublime. Everyone loves Sublime. It's what I got. And the final Stevie Ray Vaughan album came out in the 90s. The Sky is Crying. Just all around awesome record. Roger Waters, Amused to Death. One of the best albums ever made, hands down. The sound on this record, in this one, if you get the quality record pressing, sounds phenomenal. I don't have the 45 RPM box set because I have this, and I don't know how much better it can be. The sounds on this record are amazing. I love Pink Floyd. I have some Pink Floyd coming up in here, and that is a masterpiece in my opinion. Always Fun, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, funky, rocky. There's some acoustic stuff on here. Of course, you got your Under the Bridge, which was the big hit on this, but so many other good songs on here. Power of the Equality. Awesome stuff. And Primus, Pork Soda. Great record from Primus. If you don't know, Primus sucks. Ooh, Pink Floyd, The Division Bell. This was a big record. Played a lot everywhere I was. Restaurants, working. The house I lived in, everyone was playing this record. I got a little leery of it after a while, but every time I play it, it's the 90s. And my favorite band from the 90s, Fish, well, late 80s, early 90s. Rift is my favorite Fish record. This is one of my favorite records, period. It's my Dark Side of the Moon, if you will. It's all things that are good to me. Wasn't a huge fan, but Pearl Jam was big in the 90s. Vitology is the only record of theirs I've bought because I like this one. It's really good. And finally, Peter Gabriel, The Secret World Live. This live record sounds awesome. It's Peter Gabriel. He's got a kicking band. It's live. It's got all the songs that you love, and it sounds phenomenal. So I would recommend checking it out if you haven't and you're a fan of Peter Gabriel. So those are 30 records from the 90s that I love. You probably have 30 that you love. So if you want to do a reply, that would be cool. And if not, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day.